Hello YouTubers and all those who happen to watch. Let's try this again. Well, apparently last video the audio was good at first and it was like I don't know why, because I bumped the wire or something like that and the codec for the audio did not come through all the way, and that's probably what happened why I uploaded. So at least you got some video for that. So okay. Now, I'm going to try the video again. This time I have an extra item that I did find, so you know it adds some substance, I guess, to it as well, or the director's cut. Anywho, so the items I have here are items I got from the household. Basically, while I was sick, you know, I was kind of laying about, going, oh. So, you get the point. So, what do we have here? Well, first time I got here is actually something I found more recently, and this is a game that I think is actually pretty fantastic for the Sega Master System. Also, Mystical Defender is also the true sequel to this game as well, but named something differently. Spellcaster. Found the manual for that, so now I guess I can read the manual now. The next item I got is, of course, you've seen the cover of this already, it's the Malady. And it's a pretty good first-person point-and-click adventure game. I've beaten it quite a while back. My brother's probably beaten it quite a while back. My mother's beaten this quite a while back. There's been a lot of beating of this game a while back. And I liked it, and the only problem now is I try to load it up, it doesn't work. And some people go, oh, just try using DOSBox. I did that, that's the problem. It goes so good, so far so good for a little while that it just goes black. Like the whole entire screen just goes black and it just does not have it. Good game. Sadly, I can't play it right now until I can fix it. Next item I got here is from the Valiant series, or the comic book company. And this was the Comic Systems edition of Nintendo's little comic books used to put out in the day. And this was a Super Mario Brothers issue 1. This was like 47 cents. When my brother, I believe, got this at some place called Ann and Hope or something like. It wasn't Ann and Hope. I can't remember exactly. Was it Ann and Hope? Can't remember. Like when the store used to be a what the heck was it? Sort of like a clothing store, but they sold this on clearance, and I can't remember if it was that store or somewhere else. Beyond me. But either way, I just wanted to show you that it has like old school advertisements in it. Obviously, it cannot be helped. But they have Fist of the North Star for the Game Boy on here, which it got this copyright for that. I mean, it has some pretty good comics in here. It has some advertisements for the Legend of Zelda one. And it has like advertisements for the, obviously, heck was it? Captain N, the Game Master. And they also had a comic book, sort of like Show and Jump for Nintendo characters. It was called the Nintendo Comic System, which I haven't really seen this, like the actual casing of this. It was like $10 per issue, and it pretty much covered, you know, the 3 little cartoons they had going for the day. So not too bad. I mean, not too great, not too amazing. I mean, I read through it. It's a pretty good comic book. I mean, it's cheesy. It's at, you know, the vintage 1980s kind of 1990s style comic book quirkiness to it. It also has Fabio on the back, so you know it cannot go wrong whatsoever. This right here was, which you guys also saw as well, was Final Fantasy XI Atlas. Now, I was a hardcore fan of Final Fantasy XI when it came out. I played the crap out of it for quite a while. Stopped playing after I got to 75 most character classes and all that. That's what happens, I guess, when you get burned out. You just stop playing. It jumped back into it more recently, but what was happening with the game so far, I mean, I'm still playing it. It's just the fact that it was a disappointing point that people would practically jump into these Abyssia parties, jump straight to 90 from 40 or whatever, and it practically ruined the game. Like, they would know nothing of the game. It was just ridiculous. So I'd practically recommend this to those people, as well as people who are new into the game that decide to play it in the future. I mean, what this did was show off maps, really good colorful maps of areas, like the Junglar Forest. It showed notorious monsters, showed the locations of the notorious monsters, and it was just a really good detailed book. Now, I wish I could have had this sooner versus me getting the Final Fantasy, Bradley guide I had back in the day. I mean, overall, I do like the game. I used to play it monthly, and it was just a really fun, enjoyable time until I stopped playing. And went back into it again, and I got kind of disappointed because people would just cheese it so much. So yeah, it was really great finding this again. I can read through it and refresh my memory more of the stuff in the game, and so that way I don't feel like such a nub. Anyway, next book I got here is Masters of the Universe, The River of Ruin. Now, Golden Book Company, published these out, had like quite a few of them out there. And it had like quirky little storylines with Moss Man. And he practically was the Green Giant in this book. And he laid down the law quite well. I mean, he was just chilling out, hiding in bushes like the pedo bear. And he was just hanging out there. And Jesus was following He-Man around. As you can see right here, Jesus is chilling out over there. And they're just making sure no bad is going down. Even has some references to the Bible in this darn book too. You see the snakes from Adam and Eve right there, Skeletor. See, this is what happened. Skeletor ruined the relationship between Jewish and the Christian community. Now, there was no such thing as, Jesus came about. There were just two parties in that entire group. Of course, people who were actually Christian are probably like, that's not true. It says it in the 13th Revised Bible. It just says that Jesus forgave our sins, he took it on the chin for us, and now we're symbolizing his spiritual enlightenment by reading a book and revising it over and over again, so that way Skeletor does not get to eat his Cheerios. And that's practically the book right there. But you got some references as well, some pretty cool characters in here, like Sly Cone. And, you got these cool characters in there, which I actually want to get him as an action... Oops, I want to get him as an action figure. He's pretty cool. So, yeah, I mean, that's practically that. And I also showed this before as well, as you already know. And I got Mega Man Legends PC game box. And I want to find this in my house somewhere. I'm trying to find this again, because I was thinking about playing this. It was such a fantastic title. It was really cool. I mean, there's a lot of adventure elements in this game, which made it really awesome. The third one's coming out for the 3DS, so it's going to be even more awesome. And Part 2 for Legends is really rare. I used to have it for the PlayStation 1. Beat it, now I was upset that I got rid of it now. But, it's a really rare treat to see the PC version, especially the box of this. So, just want to share that with you guys. I'm probably going to put this up in the collection somewhere as a display piece. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, I'll be putting up more soon. And you like my lazy eye? That's what you get for punching a doc in the face. It punches you back. Take it easy, folks.